Welcome back to Eagles News Now. I'm professional wrestler Chris Wilde here at Bar 4133. And as you can see, another player wants to be traded from his team. And who does the internet talk about as being a destination spot? That's right, Philadelphia. Because it seems like everybody that wants to be traded or becomes available, Philadelphia becomes in the discussion. I personally think it's because they know that the Philadelphia Eagle fans are passionate and will spread this all over social media, as it has been already. The player I'm talking about is Bears wide receiver Allen Robinson. The Philadelphia Eagles are rumored to be in the mix if a trade was done. Again, I don't know who makes up these things, man. I really don't. However, it's out there, so why not talk about it, have a little bit of fun with it. Now, is it a realistic option for the Eagles to pick up Allen Robinson, especially with the Eagles' cap situation going into next year and into the future and their needs? Now, the talking heads of the world are going to tell you that the Eagles have so many other needs than wide receiver. I mean, we're looking at an offensive line that's already depleted, it seems like at least, into the second week of the season. Cornerbacks, defensive ends, yes, there are a lot of needs there. Honestly, wide receiver can be a need too. I know we drafted 3 wide receivers last year. Quez Watkins is already hurt. There's no telling what John Hightower is going to be. Jalen Reagor looks like he's going to be good. But after that, after this year, what do you have? I mean, Alshon Jeffrey most likely won't be here. Deshaun Jackson most likely won't be here. He's getting long in the tooth, as is Alshon as well. And then Eagles' second-round pick from a year ago, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, doesn't look to be doing anything. I mean, he had 28 targets. He was on the field for 28 snaps, 0 targets last week. I don't know if that's going to change anytime soon. So wide receiver could be an option for the Eagles. And why not a guy like Allen Robinson? He's 27 years old. Last season, he had 98 catches, almost 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns, and he played all 16 games. Very important stat there. The guy's been a stud since he's been in the league. Drafted out of Penn State, played with the Jaguars, led the league in touchdowns for a year with Jacksonville, played with Chicago, has just been reliable. You look at some of the quarterbacks that this guy's had to play with. We're talking Chad Henne, Blake Bortles, Mitch Trubisky, and Chase Daniel. He really hasn't had a good quarterback to play with, and he's putting up this kind of numbers. Like I said, dude is an absolute stud. Now, what would the Eagles have to give up for a guy like Allen Robinson? Would it be a second-round pick? If so, why not do it? Because the Eagles are not too good on hitting on second-round picks. Actually, any picks as of recent. Like I said, I talked about J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, second-round wide receiver. Nothing. Sidney Jones, not on the team anymore. I mean, I could go on and on and on with their second-round selection. So anytime a team wanted my second-round pick, if I'm the Eagles, I'm giving it to them. I know it sounds silly. And what else sounds kind of silly but kind of makes sense is a rumor being floated around. Why not Allen Robinson for Zach Ertz? As everybody knows, Zach Ertz and the Eagles front office have been having some issues and are kind of far apart on a contract extension. So would it make sense to give Chicago, who kind of needs and wouldn't mind a guy like Zach Ertz, probably future Hall of Fame tight end? There's a lot of different reasons. Matt Nagy and Zach Ertz, that offense Zach is kind of familiar with. Also, his wife, Julie Ertz, plays for the Chicago, what is this team's name? The Chicago Red Stars. I mean, so there's the connection there. Again, does it make sense? Kind of. Now, the Eagles would also have to pay Allen Robinson, and he's going to want a big extension. So what got this all started? Well, Allen Robinson deleted everything from his social media that has to do with the Chicago Bears. His agent swears that they don't want to trade, but that is definitely kind of suspect if you ask me. Now look, if the Eagles stay afloat record-wise towards the trade deadline and they're not getting a lot out of their wide receivers, is this something Howie Roseman would do? I don't know. It's hard to tell what Howie is up to nowadays. But again, this is a rumor that was out there, so I'm going to go ahead and address it. I'm a fan just like you guys. I would love a guy like Allen Robinson here. I don't know if this is something that it could ever see the light of day, but it's kind of fun to think about him in an Eagles uniform. That's all for this topic, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, go Birds, and I'll see you.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stay